Hello, Reaper Rami, welcome back to What If Deku is Lying, Part 4, and I know where I am in the timeline. Let's just say I'm gonna skip a few days, okay? A few days. You don't care about that anymore. Or that, or this thing right here is really important. And no, I don't plug in these in. No, Minecraft app. Oh wait, Minecraft Watcher, fuck, yes. If it didn't work, I'm be okay, but... Clearly, I know where I am. Let's see, I think we got to... I know I'm just reading this. And looking I'm going to have been getting we're cutting to the final day of the camp. Ridiculous training in the cave area. The cave area. Okay, let's see. It's nighttime. I'm about to do this SEER test. Okay, we're gonna do the SEER test, and the forest is on fire. Deku notices this and starts running back to tell the Zao and stuff. And he realizes Koda isn't there. I don't remember too much of the forest man, okay? I forgot about it mostly. Well, much season. This is not working at all. And Deku just starts running away. Like, it starts running as soon as he notices Koda isn't there. Yes, my fucking I'm not doing this again. Not exactly how I wanted it, but still good enough. He's just trying to stop him, but they are too late, and they're like, and Deku ran and saw Koda muscular, and Koda scared. And Koda says that was the person. And Deku starts fighting muscular. And Deku is having a hard time trying to beat him with physical strength. It's like, because all the muscle fire's on, he's like, apparently you are not, apparently my physical class won't do much to you. Like I said, it's like, yeah, my muscle fibers are too much for you. And Deku is actually avoiding all his attacks this way, and he's like, I guess for you to try to get some damage to you. Deku takes a knife out of one of his things. He has some knives on him, not the best knives for cooking, the ones that, that are pretty much unbreakable. Much normal thing than knives. And those one at his left on the fake eye, he had no idea it's fake, and he's like, was like, huh, really, for here, that's pretty despicable. But then again, this eye was fake. And he says, so apparently you have weaknesses. You're half blind. Making the fight easier. Deku runs around him. Then it makes her confused, like making it almost not a tornado, but mostly a dust storm around him. 10 times. It's like, damn it, and it jumps backwards. Jumps back, he's like, apparently, even though your muscle power is pretty big, you can still grab me. But can you stand on the flame? And dust storm phenomenon. You can't do that one, fuck. That phenomenon, doing that phenomenon, that you can actually make a dust explosion. Not easy. I remember that from the cellular, but shoot. god, no, 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 no. No, let me just go to this. Okay, let me just do some kiss. Then you starts moving, starts shooting flame after flame right at towards him. And Musty was burning up. He's like, and Musty was knocked out. He also took out his other eye as soon as he's knocked out. Pulling a knife in his other eye and taking it out and burning up that knife. Leaving no evidence of it. And then says, "Hey, you better get out of here. You better get back to the area. Okay? I have to get the everyone else." Everyone's out, seeing the massacre there is. Seeing Todoroki and Baku taking out the tooth shark villain. No, he's after sees Todoroki with the shark shot going out of control. Deku runs from him. Sees him doing that. And just leaves Todoroki and starts running from Todoroki and she starts shooting and bringing him closer to it. Then destroying and charge shoot the villain. And then destroying, they could just turns on the light by just playing some flame. Maybe Todoroki to get it calmed down. And starts running and getting captured. I got runs and was able to get to take the capsule, get back out, but Deku gets captured in the progress. And he's like, "You get the wrong person." And he's like, "You think you got me here, don't you? You think you're very, very sneaky, thinking you're so my Heidi." He says, "Like, of course, we got you. Not the right person, but still, someone." And like, this is hilarious. You think this is actually gonna be effective towards me? Oh, fuck. Oh, there it is. I mean, God. Oh, name is lagging. Oh god, the game lag. The game is laggy, but it's fucking. Okay, I can't believe you again. I mean, it's pretty much buggy. It's pretty much laggy as hell. Man. And then it starts Shigaraki. I give you 10 seconds and let me leave. And I was like, no. I guess you don't want to do this the easy way. And then he starts turning on the flame and just starts turning on 1% and just starts burning on, put the flame at, turning on the flame. And then he goes, and it quirk? And the whole place starts burning on fire. And he's like, and then he's like, "I'm here." He's like, "What?" And he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna mind the party. With me money at the place." And then Toto start opening up with some Nomus entering. And transporting everyone else out, moving them to different locations, all for one fighting all from when it All Might fighting. You have some villains in their body. And he's like, okay, I guess time for round two, that means. And then he starts running towards all the villains and starts trying to knock them out. Was able to get out, knock out Kirigiri, but the other ones are a little bit harder. Was able to beat Toga with a knife and be able to pin her down. Was able to pin her down and put a knife in her hair and, keep her locked down to a building pillar. Beating Toya, damn it, okay, everyone knows the spoilers for God's sake, so you better not be a fucking mad. And beat Sagas using flames using one for all to combine it to make it stronger. Meaning getting Zabai and then knocking him out. He's like, Shigaraki, it's only me, you, and I don't know, Splinter, I think that's Splinter, probably? Yeah. You know you had no chance. Even if you get Miri, you were gonna have to burn up. You're gonna burn up before you get there. And that Spinner guy, you're definitely more susceptible. And starts burning up the other villains. And Oma is not distracted, but All for one's distracted, and Oma gets a green punch before the Oma form got everyone out of there. Besides, forcibly activates Curious Heart to get everyone out of there, except him for All Might and Deku. And Deku runs towards All Might, starts running back and away from All Might, and saying, "Hey, All Might, I think you need a little hand," and starts shooting a bunch of flames, and starts shooting a concentrated flame blast straight at All for One. And Deku's like, "Alright, I think this might be good enough for you." And Deku moves back far enough that he can't interfere with All Might. And Deku sees the other students and runs towards him and he's like, "Come on, you guys. All Might's got this." And now, he's here a little boost probably at the time. And then he goes to the next building next to them. Just jumping up there and watching it. Seeing that All Might is not having as much trouble as you would have in the canon, but having a little bit of trouble. And then he's about off from my the area. And he's like, "No, not my surgery area." And then he just concentrates, putting all the flame, like literally imagining all the flame that would come out of the body and putting in one concentrated flame on his hand. Turning a ginormous, a small fireball that's burning hot. Starts to burn his hands, almost his skin. And it was all the way at open one, burning his face, burning and hitting his back, just starting a big flame. Everyone screams in a little bit of pain. And Omi's taking the chance to defeat him. And they get to see All Might is starting to lose it. Starting to smoke, and All for one's like, and he just transforms and like, "This is your hero society, the symbol of peace." And almost like, I'm really surprised. I thought you would be that different. You're definitely not skinny. You're a little muscular, but that's it. And I want to focus all his power into one. Decided to focus all his power into one final punch, and all of them was doing the same thing, like that one thing. And he knocks, and he says, "United States of Smash," and the milk knocked out. And then goes All Might's like, and the fight ends, and All in the hospital, not dying, but he's really hurt. It's like, come on, All Might. What did I tell you? And then he goes to the doctor, having a little bit some x-rays and some stuff on him. Like I said, how is his right arm? How is his right area? we have good news, actually. Bad news was when we found it was a lot more damaged. We honestly had no idea. The good news is there was someone already did some surgery there. And we fully actually was able to heal it with a liver and everything there. It'll take for days, but his body will adjust back to will be more muscular. To a muscular man. He's like his all the way form, his hero form that form we saw when he's fighting with that costume, but he's definitely gonna be able to do some damage. He's actually be able to he'll still be able to defeat villains, but his quirk, we cannot find any trace of it left. We also find some information of it left. The only thing is, we don't know if he's gonna be able to keep it for the rest of his life or not. Omega himself right next to Deku and the Dr. Shaw hearing was able. It was a little bit. It was conscious hearing them. He just was. He really hard time waking up and heard that. And I was like, Deku, it gets you hurt. It hurt everything. And then he's like, at least the good news is the surgery was successful when I did it with you. Just the doctor was, patch it up, make it really heal. So it was like, I recommend don't do it here, but don't transforming yet. Your body has to adjust to it for like probably a week probably at this point. And your retirement, you might be able to not retire yet. You might be you retire probably if you want to. Almost looks at Deku, seeing how worried he was, and how he's like, almost says, I think I have to retire. Not besides me getting old and the correct mostly almost not there probably. I probably can still use it, but I realized I had to start focusing more on my students and the actual focus on the new generation. At least focus on mostly not retire, but doing this hero work though. To not dissuade the public, but more on the focus on my students. Yeah, but you're not going to take a break though for a week because I'm not letting you do that. Getting a knife right next to getting a knife pointing the knife out is like, I need you to heal, and I don't care if I have to knock you out, just for you to heal. I was like, fine. And next thing they said you have like 2 weeks off, and you ain't inside Nezu's office. Sending in process of Nezu was like, okay, I'm gonna be the solo of this fight, and Homie, how you doing? He apparently better. Well, not better. I had to take a week off though, cause that really is gonna probably knock me out. He definitely is a scary student. This is like, good thing, cause usually. It seems like you lost your quirk, I think. He's like, no. I feel like getting back, not. I feel like it's still here. I feel like getting stronger again, not as strong as Bazooka would be, but back to how I was in my closest to my prime years. And he said I won't do it. He's like, you're not going to hear from him? He's like, no, not for a week. Bazooka really is not letting me do that. So Nez, what do you call your see your friend anyways? Nez says, well, I wanted to implement this for a while. There's always been a huge gap between a knowledge leaving the area. From here and out. From UA to out there with all the students. There's always been a huge gap in information, and this would be the perfect time to implement it. It would make sense as how much UA is getting attacked by villains. And Zuko's like hiding near UA, like it's like literally hit near an alleyway and near like in a abandoned building next to UA, near UA, close to the Boston Beam. And try to listen in. You can't listen in really. He's always just like right there, right in. We're implementing the dormitory system. We're at dorms to UA to reduce the gap to say we're having for student safety, and to reduce how much information we can lose. Information can be leaked. This will literally reduce so much of our problems. Hopefully, reduces how many problems we have. We just need permission from parents. A bunch of them agree, but I was asking about Izuku. What do we do with him? Then says I don't know too much. Like we know I know his parents, both his parents. They're both. One of them is always overseas, and the other one, his mother, is always working, doing hero work. They're not like, okay, that might be a good one. We're not talking about him fighting, though, using his quirks in public, on national television, and helping All Might. While the hero mission is not really doing nothing, they really are thinking about doing something else, though. They're not really gonna punish him. They're really giving him a hero license, though, for him to use his quirk in public. A lot of them are shocked, they're like, the hero committee actually is doing that? They're like, yes. It's like, yes, they are. But the requirement is he has to patrol the area, the testing area, though. And it seems like Izuku isn't nearby. He's not in the building, but he's next to the abandoned building, though, near us. And he's like, I think he's probably coming all right because he's on the hero using his uniform. So we just asked Izuku for permission to be in the military system, I'm guessing, and everyone else. He's like, yep. And it goes normal for most of them. Everyone having mostly their parents agreeing and stuff. And also, here Commission's adding a little bit of extra dimension to this one. They're also saying that every hero, in hero schools, every hero that has general everyone who is in general studies has to take a support or hero course. He's asking this in all the schools as those are getting not really being mean, just to make sure ensure more safety though for the public. Keeping a lot of hero schools losing some students though, but getting more hero students in the hero and support courses. Just mostly giving schools that specifically only focus on general studies, mostly like high schools, normal high schools there are some. They don't have mostly a lot of students. Mostly there's not any of those, so most students stay in the building, just taking them in the classes. Anyway, there's other more students, so hire more teachers for some other for more support classes and stuff. And made focus to interview. So that UA will try their best to keep the student safety to increasing student safety because having an interview in the week. Saying that they implemented they were putting